alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Cavaliers will put total leather to crank us up. Going for the return. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. So Virginia Tech's offense will take the first swing of the game. This is the quintessential blue-collar versus white-collar perception as they square off for the Commonwealth Cup.
These two teams just don't like each other. Virginia Tech and Virginia take the field. Man, there is a lot of hitting going on.
Yeah, it's always cool because it's later in the year, it's cold outside, and just the hitting, the physicality, the disdain for each other's so much fun to watch late in the season.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. This rivalry dates back to 1895, the first time Virginia and Virginia Tech faced. I don't even think Virginia Tech was called the Hokies then.
And the names might have changed, and this rivalry's been consistent. The hatred is consistent. The disdain for each other is so much fun to watch late in the season.
There's just so much intensity in this game because it's normally played late in the year, and the offseason is based off of who wins this game.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Oh, he's going to go for the return. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Hokies get it past the sticks.
That's a really good-looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
Comes out throwing on first down. The short hands, it's Adams. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, running back gets the give. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, fall on the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
Makes his man miss. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the team.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Oh, it's out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarmed, did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Trying to get the corner. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air, it's Shaw. They're trying to get to it. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And come on now, O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Pollard. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's going to pass. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
Power football with the run. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Harris will throw. The quick out. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. The Hokies have this offense rolling. They'll throw it on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Gets it out fast. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He'll pitch it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They're going to give him another chance on 2nd and goal. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got stuffed on 2nd down, and still they need 1 yard here on 3rd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out. Man, I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Well, they didn't overthink that one. 4th and goal down close like that. You just turn around, David, hand it off to the big fella and let him do the rest.
And a lot of times in these situations, 4th down and goal, you see quarterbacks sneak so much. They trust the big running back. They know he's going to drive his feet forward, finish the run, and get the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 10 over Georgia Tech. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. To the air, it's off. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. They'll immediately call timeout.
This tight end's a weapon because he can give you yak after the catch. You see him break that tackle? That was pretty impressive, showing off his athleticism.
Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Looking down the middle. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. This time he's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the gun. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Virginia.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Harris back to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. And they don't want to risk a turnover here, so they'll just take the knee and head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have 2 longtime foes separated by 150 miles duking it out for the Commonwealth Cup, you know emotions tend to run high. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Virginia Tech and Virginia plays out.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Wide out in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, better look out! Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Cavaliers are in the hurry-up. Handoff to the single running back. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Showing off the arms. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Using the quick game. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short? Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? They're going to be a...
And the ball squirted out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
We'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. This offense has a 2nd down play. Harris will throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too and the diversity of this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 3rd and short now from their own 48. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough. that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Harris back to pass. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. On target over the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have our... Into the end zone he goes! Touchdown, Hokies!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 10 over Georgia Tech. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on him for us. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Harris will throw. Feeling some heat. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They move on top here in the 4th. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the...
Hit the afterburners, kid. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Cavaliers want to crank the tempo.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
The give to the right. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
The Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Coming up on second down as they try to hold this lead. The give as they work on that clock. And the Hokies get it past the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot. And, guys, they answered the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings. But, man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless faces, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made them look like they weren't a good squad, proving why they're ranked so high.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for you.
bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games because there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.